This is piss! How are? Welcome to the podcast. This is Not For Radio. We your bloody hosts, Dunc and Hyde, Jay Reeve. Yeah. And happy to be here on a Friday afternoon or morning, whatever time it is for you. We appreciate you for choosing us.
Yes, it could be bloody 1 a.m. on a Monday for you, depending on when you're picking this bad boy up. But it's our pleasure, absolute pleasure to be here. As per, if you're new to this, thank you very much for tuning in. If you want a little bit more, Sniper Elite episodes are available as well. All the links below in the show notes, so you can check those and jump on and see what the other half are doing.
Oh, it's the best way to support us as well. It's like shouting us a beer a month, which you may not be able to do unless you stalk us, which I don't recommend doing. It's quite nice not having any stalkers. And as we always do, we cover off everything that we get up to in our personal lives on a Monday with the inside word and, you know, what the weekends were like and stuff as well. Ad-free listening, first crack at all the prizes, merch, which is just about to go again in the near future as well. So plenty of reasons to get on board and become Sniper Elite. Do it through supporting Cast, which is on the Rover website.
Yeah.
Once you click on that link inside the show notes on the link tree, you'll be able to find it real easy.
If you've got a smelly flatmate, we tell you how you can get them to wash themselves up and clean their clothes, and we also get really into the weeds about Dunc's hot sisters in this episode as well.
And it's just how chicks are just better than all dudes in general. Some good war stories, hella sniper lines as well. Enjoy the podcast.
I've had the time of my life, and I owe it all to Jay and Dunc. Not for radio.
Shout out to Classic Builders for backing the pod. They started because a couple of lads thought Kiwis deserve better, more affordable homes, and they've stuck at it for 30 years.
This is the Classic Builders Classic Yarn.
Rightio, thanks Classic Builders. Here, I haven't read to the end of this, but I reckon it's going to be good. Samara Hamilton Stone Hecker. Sorry if you didn't want your name in that. Classic.
Classic.
A little backstory.
Classic from Dunc.
My son was maybe one of the most calm babies. Never really cried. Slept pretty good. Loved to cuddle. Quite typical. Then he turned 16 months old. Now life became extremely interesting. He thrived on testing limits. He climbed. He ate things. He filled anything that he could hold liquid. He smashed anything that would make a great noise. So much more than you'd probably but you probably get the picture. He was maybe 3 for the story. We were well acquainted with his personality and his quirky activities. One morning it was particularly calm, and I milled about the house, and I guess I let my guard down. He was lingering nearby as I went about my cleaning, not getting into anything. I'd been drinking a can of Coke. He loved sneaking pop. Pop. Usually he'd get pretty wild if we denied his request to drink ours, so he wouldn't have one in front of him. Again, I had let my guard down that morning. He hadn't pushed the subject when he saw me with it. At one point, I set the pop on the dining room table and went to the living room. I came back to the room to see him quietly sitting at the table, staring at the can. I thought I'd see how it would go, so I just left it. He looked at me, looked at the pop, and then got down from the table and went to play. Weird. But yay for that glimpse of self-control. I went back to what I was doing. A while later, I breezed through the dining room and I noticed my pop that I'd forgotten about. In my head, I thought, it's probably not cold anymore and most likely flat, but I should finish it off and get rid of the can.
Oh, I don't know if I like where this is going, Dunc.
There was only maybe a quarter of pop left, so I threw my head back and took one big gulp. You know how you can have a dozen thoughts run through your mind in a millisecond? Here were mine. Definitely flat. Should have finished it earlier. Amazing how he didn't steal it. What a calm morning. That's oddly warm. Where did he go? That's a weird taste. What's that smell? Oh my God, he did finish it. This is piss! It was no spitting it out. It had been gulped. I did splutter and may have gagged. I was about to holler out as I spotted something in the corner of my eye. A very quiet little boy peeking out from behind the corner to witness the moment it all came together for him. And then zoom, he was off like a flash, squealing with satisfaction. I got pop! Out the door, across the yard and onto the field. I didn't give chase. I went directly to the sink, did a lot of swishing and some breathing exercises. Those breathing exercises may have been a big part of how that little boy had the opportunity to be a 20-year-old that he is today.
Oh,
well done.
yeah. That is a classic yarn.
Yeah, that's a beauty.
Smells like another cracker of a day. The sun is burning high in the sky. Would be a good day to go swimming. Swimming in creamy fucking pints.
He follows the Not For Radio account.
Does he?
Yeah. Hope you're going well, mate. Forgot what your name is, but we bloody love your work. Let's quickly chat about so for those that are new to the podcast, welcome. This is Not For Radio. I actually had an interesting point pointed out to me last week. If you're new to the podcast, scroll back through. In fact, we might even put what number it is in the episode description and Tomac if you want to sort that out. But listen to the AMA, because that person, it was actually Brendan from Stony Creek, so that was fucking awesome. Teagues did a Ask Us Anything episode.
Yeah.
And he just said it was really good to get an insight into us and you know, find out all about us and what makes us tick and stuff. So if you're new to the podcast, probably not a bad one to go back and listen to.
Or even pinned to the top for Insta or something as well.
So if you're new to the podcast the last couple of weeks, Jay got himself a trip to Scotland to go to the World Stone Skimming Championship in Easdale, which is an island just off the coast from Auburn, which is 2.5 hours from Glasgow. Now, Tuesday had been nutting out the timeline, which is fucking a little bit problematic because it's the Rock 2000 time. But we've managed to sort out the radio show and our big countdown side of things. It looks like I should bring up the actual calendar, right?
Yeah, well, the original plan was we wanted to, while we were over there, it was kind of worth maximising it. So the prize itself was myself and then the young lass who won heading over to represent New Zealand. But we're like, wow, fuck. We've been saying that we want to get over to the UK for the longest time. So why don't we just make it a big trip, get Dunc to come over, Benny Boy, we'll take over Raina to film a bunch of stuff and we'll run amok while we're over there.
So Sunday the 30th, this is the hole that I saw. Sunday the 30th of, is it September? No, it must be the month before that.
Yeah, August.
Yeah,
so that's...
We're going to be in London.
Yeah.
We're not going to do a live show in London. We feel like that's a little bit too much to bite off at that time of year, which is an extremely busy time for a year. But we haven't got to catch up in London, I've realised.
Yes.
That would be the day to do it, an afternoon session somewhere in London. Location TBC.
Well, I think that the rationale is that we're going to be staying near Camden, which is quite good, so we can go. There's a number of famous drinkeries there. And it's a cool place. Camden's fucking... Have you been to Camden before?
Yeah, went to the Camden Markets.
Yes.
Is what I remember.
Yeah, so there was...
That's where Amy Winehouse lived, eh?
Yep, well, that was the home of MTV for us, the Camden Locks.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Yeah, so that's where the big mothership was for us back in the day. Great place to chop piss. There's lots of pubs around there, so maybe we just put a pin in that.
So keen. So we'll just make that an afternoon at the pub and hooking into our work. Then on Tuesday, we're going to be travelling to Liverpool.
Yes.
Which is the 1st of September. And then we're going to be going via train, which is why I mentioned on yesterday's podcast how good would it be just to load up the train full of snipers and head to Liverpool, because the following night, I believe...
Well, I guess the question would be, are you allowed to drink on the trains? Or are you not allowed to drink on the trains? Do they have toilets on the trains, on those long ones? Or do you just have to get on and off at the different stops and use the bathroom facilities there?
they got toilets on them.
Have they?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know that. You don't know that.
Oh, it doesn't worry, mate. You know I can drink a fucking million beers and not need to go. This just sounds like a you problem, but I'm going to say yes.
I'm a can of piss, basically.
You have half a can piss out three.
Yeah. I don't know where all the moisture comes from.
And then on the Wednesday evening, just due to the fact that this hasn't quite been locked in, but due to the fact that this place is incredibly well set up, we're looking to do a live podcast recording. So not a live show. It'll just be what we do normally, but because we'll still need to do podcasts while we're over there, obviously. And that will be in Liverpool Wednesday night. Thursday after Glasgow. Friday we will be in Auburn. And then obviously just fucking going large and stone skimming, and then just a brutal trip back home.
Yeah, pretty quick turn and burn on the way back. But it's going to be a bloody good time, so I'm looking forward to it. And also looking forward to just getting in the mixer. And, we spoke this into existence. I said at the beginning of the year, we're going to fucking go to the UK before the end of the year. And look, fucking the boys are going.
Just
Finally.
The stars have aligned.
Yeah, exactly.
Tomac, you want to bring up this bit here. Now, my sister sent this through and she said any chicks that listen to this podcast will really appreciate it. And I think the dudes should appreciate it too, because fuck, we've said it a million times. The human race would not exist if dudes had to do what chicks do.
No.
They are the ultimate human. They're elite. They have to put up with more than us. They have to do more than us. Like, they are just better versions of dudes in every single way.
And the No Parental Guidance podcast is where this has sort of come from.
Yes.
And it is amazing. Like, it's such a massive undertaking when you have a kid. But you just get fucking thrown them, and you're like, there you go, there's a bag of flesh and organs, and fucking keep this thing alive as long as you can.
So this is the girls from the No Parental Guidance podcast, and the idea of this game is they're sharing stories about their pregnancy or their birth when they had one of their kids or whatever, and they've got to try and not laugh.
Okay, should we try and do the same thing?
Yeah.
When I was in labour, the doctor came in and said, Hannah, we're going to have to do an episiotomy. Because my minge is so tight. And my husband thought they were reading the dinner menu.
So when I had my first child, my husband treated me to flowers from the petrol station to say, well done.
I had a go at my husband when I was in labour because he kept farting. But it turns out I was curling out a turd.
When Andy didn't hear the babies sleeping, I was so annoyed with him one day that I made him a coffee and gave him a shot of breast milk. And he said, oh, this is sweet. And I wanted to say, it's because you're drinking my bodily fluids, Andy.
I've heard that.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
When I just had my baby, a member of the family came to stay to help and was actually so unhelpful that I farted on their pillow and was just happy to know that their head was laying there that night. That was enough.
Was it smelly?
No. It's crisp.
So you didn't have...
You did that! And then I just smoothed it over and thought, take that.
Brilliant. I love that.
She is fucking
mate, that's
awesome.
it. Yeah.
So my sister sends me this off the back of it, and like, oh, Mika, I got no idea whether or not you wanted this in the podcast. Don't fucking send it to me if you didn't want it in the podcast. But it has to do with her lovely husband, my brother-in-law Glenn.
Yeah. The fresh maker.
I might make you read this one,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah. This is from Mika, one of Dunc's two awesome sisters, two incredibly stunning, intelligent, fucking awesome humans is what I'll start this with, and then you can fucking fill in the gaps yourself.
Fuck, you said, you must have said something weird the other week on the podcast. You said something about, fuck, should I bring it up? It was the worst time. Mika was like just elbow deep in cleaning her rental that they were selling, and was just tired and fucking having the worst time ever. And then she's like, oh, I might check on the podcast.
Was it positive or negative, the experience?
That's not, it's not good for you or her, I don't think. Fuck, where is it? Oh, yeah, here we go. Also, I thought I'd listen to your podcast this afternoon while I was feeling like Cinderella cleaning up our fellow Kiwis' filth in Southport getting ready to sell. According to Jay, I'm not Cinderella after all. Nothing but an ugly stepsister, it would seem. Bridget, the smart, pretty one. Fuck me. Way to kick a girl when she's down. Ruthless. I said to myself, I didn't even fucking clock that.
I didn't even. Apologies. And for the record, I'm just not going to comment on anybody's sister. That's a part of this podcast.
Nah, keep doing it. It's good shit. Still content, eh? Just words.
Dunk's got two hot sisters. There you have it. Fucking search me on Instagram. Be a pest. Okay, so this is from one of Dunk's hot sisters, Mika. Can confirm that I was just about to give birth to Harvey, unbeknownst. Both of them of which are married, happily married with fucking hunky dudes, by the way. So fucking just steer clear.
Good luck.
Unbeknownst to me, as I had arrived at hospital and thought I was there for the long haul like I was with Maya. Maya. I was... she's got the stripper spelling. Sorry. I was clearly transitioning and jumped into the pool. I was sounding like a slaughtered cow and opened my eyes slightly to see Glenn, husband, absolutely pissing himself, along with the midwife who was holding back her fit of laughter because she was laughing at Glenn. Pretty sure I dropped a wee nug in the pool as Harvey was clearly on the way out. Thought that was what he was laughing at. Told Glenn to get the fuck out of the room and stop laughing at me because it was going to be there for a lot longer and I was sounding like a cow. Off he trotted, called Bridget, the other sister, and held the phone up to the door and said, "Hear that's your sister." I've never heard anyone hold a note that long for that long for a note that loud and that a note that loud for that long in my fucking life. While he was gone, I popped out ahead. Midwife was beside herself and said, "Do you want me to stay here or get Glenn?" I said, "At this point, I don't care." He walked back in to see his son plop out into the water. What a dickhead.
I mean, I know you're not supposed to, but you go in the birthing pool, which is fucking grim, but each their own.
Yeah. My sister had two, maybe three of them. Anyway, oh boy.
You're asking for a brown submarine. It happens all the time during childbirth, but
Yeah.
they just whip in and clean it up.
Yeah, so Tam, my sister, older sister, was there. This is a lot of information about sisters this episode, I'm quickly realising. Tam was there basically in a set of tight blue shorts with a white singlet on, basically pool attendant, just with a fucking sieve, just scooping them out as they popped. And then what was left in the pool was fucking literally human soup, and the old boy just pumped it out, siphoned it out, pumped it out the window down the neighbour's driveway. And they was like, "Why is there so many fucking seagulls on my driveway?"
Do you reckon there would be? Because, imagine those birthing pools would be so many 100 kilos. They would take so long to fill up, and you got to try and get them warm and all the rest of it.
Yeah, they run like a little pump filtration system. It's in the room that we go and sleep in when we go down to stay at Mum and Dad's.
That's where she gave birth.
Yeah.
But the pool's not still there.
Nah, fuck no. That's
Go for a wee dip.
That is a long gone.
Yeah, but I don't think all houses are built to withstand that sort of weight.
Well, they're not. The pool's probably about the size of this table. It's not that big.
Oh, is it not?
Nah, fuck no. What do you think? They swim in laps.
Nah, I sort of thought they'd have enough room to stretch out.
Well, just like Mika, they lean over the edge and go.
Again, honestly, you guys are amazing.
We wouldn't do it. There would be no population. We're completely aware of the fact that the human race would have fucking ended. And I'm not.
What happened to it? But they all fucking chose to go to the pub instead of continuing the human race.
Switched out. Turns out that squeezing something like that out their dick hole is pretty tough on the body.
Gonna go to the sniper line here. Got one from Di.
All right there, boys. It's Di here from Wales. Got a quick one for you. Got a mate. He's called Barry the Bastard. There's two reasons for this. First of all, his fucking name is Barry. Second of all, he's a fucking bastard. Give you some context on Barry. He had a stroke when we was kids. Turned around to the boys. He was like, "Hey, lads, I don't want you treating me no different than you ever has." And, well, we never fucking have, to be honest. We treat him like shit. Go out on the town somewhere, he'd let his fucking tyres down, we fucking hide his car keys. Oh, fucking horrible we was. Anyway, we was on a stag do somewhere down in Cardiff. And Barry'd fucked off. And we thought, not unusual for him. He's probably gone to a shite. It takes him for fucking ever. Half hour later, still not fucking back. Starts to worry a bit, where the fuck is he? So one of the boys goes off looking, comes back, can't fucking find him. Next thing, some birds come flying across the bar. She fucking clout one of the lads across the head. She goes, "Nuts, you bunch of twats, what you fucking done that for? It's horrible." What the fuck are you talking about? She says, "Look at him, you can't do that." Looks outside the bar, fucking Barry's chained himself outside, hasn't he? With a fucking bike chain onto the fucking wheelchair to the fucking lamppost. Fucking what? We ain't done nothing. Look round, Barry's there, sat there pissing himself, laughing, the wanker. Anyway, that's my quick yarn. Up the motherfucking wars.
So I'm guessing that Barry the Bastard must have chained himself to the thing to get a little bit of sympathy from the birds. Yeah. Well played. Well played.
Oi, Di, can you message the Not For Radio Facebook page with your address and stuff? I want to get you out a Not For Radio hat. That was fucking awesome. More Welsh listeners. The delivery's impeccable. Now, I've got two options here. I've got three. Okay. Do we want a David Longley on the sniper line?
Yes.
What's up, Jane Dunc? My name's Riley. I'm a plumber from Canada.
Sick.
I live in Vancouver.
Man.
I was working out of one of the hospital expansions as a plumbing apprentice, And as I was doing some penetrations in the drywall for some lines that I was working on, some pipes that I was working on, my foreman came in and said, "Hey, you put those holes in the wrong spot. They got to be 6 inches over to the left." I'm like, "Okay, sounds good." So I go and I start patching the holes that I put in the drywall, putting the pieces that I cut out of the wall back in with backing to basically hold those pieces in place. And as I'm screwing the backing in, I get the center screw, I get the side screw on one side, I get the last screw on the bottom side. Forget to move my hand while I'm putting the screw through the backing, and next thing you know, I'm part of the backing now. The screw straight through my pointer finger, came out just behind my nail bed. And then basically was like, well, fuck, what am I gonna do now? I ain't fucking pulling my finger off because that's just gonna make it worse. So I backed the screw off, basically pulled my hand out, went down, said nothing to my foreman who was standing on the other side of the hallway. Basically walked over to my lunch bag, grabbed a Band-Aid, basically put the Band-Aid on, wrapped the Band-Aid with electrical tape, threw my glove back on, and fucking finished off the next 6 hours of my shift. Got home, finger was throbbing like a son of a bitch, but hey, what can you do? And yeah, so I just got on with it, and fucking worked the next week, and as is. The funny part is I was literally not even a 2-minute walk from there. I go to the emergency room, Jay and Dunc. Fuck no, I'm here for my cash, and your blue collar boy's gonna go for it. Anyways, boys, that's me. Have a good one. Riley, out.
Well done. So basically, where it dropped out there, he was 2 minutes walk from the emergency department. Was he going to go and get fixed up? No fucking way. He's here for the cash. Let's go, baby, go.
Yeah. We'll go one more. This is from Corey. Thanks, Corey.
Hey, fellas.
Hello, mate.
Hey, I just watched your episode. That was the 25th of May, and Joe was talking about the mental health part, and I was listening to it. And I fully fucking get it, bro. Like, I've had a bit of a rough start to the year, but, splitting up with the missus and just work and life getting in the way. I'm only 22, so still got a lot to live for. But, yeah, I get to, that point. Like, me and my mates just bought a house together.
Sick. Well
in
done.
my Mount local, Jay.
Oh, you fucking
so we're absolutely fizzing, but for some weird reason, I just... we're about to move in. I should be happy about it. And, my life is going great. I just got qualified as an electrician.
Congrats.
Life's moving good. But I just had these days, usually Sundays and Mondays, where I'm fucked. I overthink everything I did in my past, that kind of stuff. And I try and keep busy. I'm mad ADHD. I keep busy as much as I can. And, yeah, I just had a brick wall. So, Jay, thanks for talking about that, because sometimes in the world, you kind of feel like you're the only one that goes to that kind of shit. So to hear from an idol that I listen to every day, it means a lot, bro. So, yeah, man, hang in there. I am too, but yeah, bro, life's fucking good, and I think we just miss it a bit.
Yeah, I think absolutely hit the nail on the head there. Yeah, and thanks, appreciate it, and also appreciate the honesty, and also appreciate the endless checking in that everybody's been doing, because there's normally, when you had those conversations, and it wasn't an attempt to get people to check in, and that wasn't the goal at all. It was basically the people that I check in with is Dunc, and so, and then you need a close group of friends. It's awesome to have support from across the other side of the planet. I fuck appreciate every single one of you. That's amazing. But it's really important that you get those close networks around you, so that you actually you are being held accountable for it, and B, you are sort of making a bit of a difference to what it is that you're doing, and then you're operating in a different sort of way, which is what I've been attempting to do, and for the most part being quite successful with it. Completely different mindset now and where I'm at, and it was a pretty simple formula for me. And generally speaking, I've said it before, cut the piss, get some sleep, do some exercise, and it fucking instantly changes the way that you're operating.
Oh, bro, I'm into 2 weeks of getting up at 5 a.m. and going to the gym, and my head has never been clearer. I'm looking forward to going to bed so I can get up and go to the gym. And do you know what, being a slightly bigger bloke, nice not fucking putting the weight of doing cardio
Yeah.
Like that used to be the bit that would see me put me off, and I'd tell myself, get easy or whatever. I'd fucking throwing weights around and loving it. It's mint.
It's good for the carcass too, and that's something that I'm wanting to get into. Which is ironically, this is something that me and the missus got last night. Look at that little bad boy.
Well, he's got it. How's it charge up?
You basically put it over a little ring holder. So if you're not watching this, the missus was dead keen on getting these Aura rings. Basically, if you don't know what an Aura ring is, it's like any other bit of wearable. It measures all your shit. Awesome app. Back end of it's fucking mega. So I jumped in last night. I rate myself with my sleep and my REM sleep, and I had...
You thought it was good?
Yeah. It's fucking impressive.
Is it?
Oh, yeah. It's elite. Yeah, so I slept for I think I maybe put down 8 hours last night almost on the button and was up at 6 like a fucking, which is...
How much REM did you get?
Oh, like 3 hours or something.
Shit,
yeah.
Dixie does like an hour max.
Yeah, so I was deep in it, which is kind of nice to check it. But I was on the doze, and now I'm going to go no doze tonight. And also, which is kind of exciting, I was talking on the boys about it. I'm heading to the grand final this weekend in Wellington, so fucking watch the mapping on that bastard.
It's going to run out of battery.
Watching that, it's from I've booked in flights. I'm in a box. And I'm booking no accommodation because I'm fucking gonna send it. Like this is my New Year's. My best mate, or one of my best mates, is the assistant coach of one of the teams in the final, and we're in enemy territory, which is I love this stuff.
For those international listeners, this is rugby union, not rugby league, which is what the Warriors or the Wars play in. So this is Jay's Super Rugby side, which is one tier down from the All Blacks, taking on the Hurricanes, which is they're from Wellington, which is our capital city.
So
here
the
in New
Waikato
Zealand.
Chiefs versus the Hurricanes from Wellington, or the Wellington region. So this is going to be an absolute belter. Ironically, in the box with the key sponsor of the Hurricanes, but they've been kind enough to host us, so we're going to go full send in this one, which is going to be awesome. But I was talking to one of the boys here, Rosie, because he's got one. He goes, I've had one for years. And he goes, conveniently, mine goes flat from Thursday to Sunday. I just fucking leave it off. But it'll be interesting to see how it tracks. It's got so many different biomarkers that it picks up. So
Yeah, I can use it for a month and then report back.
Yeah.
I'm interested in that. The other one is it Whoop? Is the other one?
Yes, but it's so expensive. So this one is $10 a month.
Yeah, but you pay more for it outright, whereas the Whoop,
Yes.
I don't think they're too bad. They're a couple of $100 or something like that.
Yeah.
But then you pay like $40 a month. Don't know.
But I'm interested.
You kind of know whether or not you're making good decisions for your body, especially when you get to our age. We always bang on about it. You know what you feel like when you're feeling good, you know.
Well, funnily enough, so for the fair sex, this we don't ever deal with them at all, but they have been trying. So that mate of mine has been trying to have a child with his missus for ages, and she does CrossFitting and all sorts of other stuff. So she's all about the fitness and that anyway. And basically, it started mapping all of the different hormones, almost like a halter collar. But I use that as an example, a terrible example.
How does it map the hormones?
Don't know. It does the whole lot. It's fucking pretty crazy. And so as a result, it basically gave them the optimal time to try and have kids. So he knew in advance that he needed to be off the piss, not doing anything naughty, and make sure that his swimmers were all clean, and fucking boom, sniper, fucking on
First
the money.
time.
First crack at it.
Wow.
And they've been trying for months and never got it right.
Crazy. Oh, there's something to look for everyone to
Yeah,
look
because
into.
you've got like a 48-hour window basically to get the job done in a month.
Yeah, which is, you go, geez, when the ones that had the accidents, bloody unlucky.
Yeah. Or just marathon swimmers. Just stay in there, boys. We're fucking...
Just
I know we're
parking
12
up.
days deep, but fucking keep swimming. We'll get there. Keep moving the tail.
I mean, it's similar. I mean, it's a loose segue, but I've been listening to the Stephen Bartlett Diary of a CEO book.
Yes.
And there's a part of it where he's talking about when you have got no other option but to keep going, that's what you do. Like, you don't turn back. And he was talking about the crash that happened in the 80s in the Andes Mountain where they started eating each other. They were up there for like some fucking outrageous, like 18 days. They ate the pilot first because they were like, fuck you got us into this mess.
Yeah.
And then what ended up saving them all, and I think there was 14 that got saved. There was 2 of them that left, and they were like, they were getting low on people to eat.
Yeah.
And they're like, I can't eat my sister and my mum. He's like, I'd rather die. So they made a bit of a sled to tow behind them. They made some warmer clothes out of some sleeping bags or some shit. And then they decided instead of walking down, they'd walk up and get the lay of the land. And with no mountaineering experience, they walked up for 3 days so they could get like the bird's eye view of like where to go. And it was fucking devastating. They got up there and it was a 360-degree view, and all they could see was white-capped mountains over in the middle of the fucking Andes. They're like, he was just like, we're fucked. And then they're like, well, let's just die trying, basically. We're not like the other option is I'm not going back there because that means they'll try and make us eat my mother and my daughter or sister, whatever.
Because
it was.
they'd passed away already.
Yes. And then so him and this other dude walked, and they went for, I think it was like it ended up being like 7 days more. So they've been away over 2 months at this point.
Fuck.
And they walked 7 days more, and they walked down a glacier that sort of turned into a river, and the river's fucking raging out of the Andes mountain. And then right when they were just both really they were just emaciated and just ruined, they saw on the side of the river there was a horseshoe and an empty food tin, like a can of food.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh shit. And so they were like, oh, maybe we might walk and bump into somebody. And then they carried on walking. Maybe the next day or something like that, there was a dude on a horse, and the dude on the horse was like trying to talk to them, and they were yelling at each other and he was trying to act out the fact that a plane had crashed and the other one's up there. Fucking at this stage, it's over 60 days ago. And so that guy's like fucking not putting two and two together. He ends up throwing a rock with a piece of paper and a pen on it, and he's like, tell me what you want. And they're like, we wrote down, we crashed in the Andes. And he was like, holy fuck, couldn't believe it. Dude jumps on his horse, 10 hours straight on a horse to the next town.
Wow.
And just fucking boosted it the whole way. Then they came back and they rescued those two and got them food and stuff. And then the following day, they actually went up in a helicopter and rescued the other 14. Just be like,
man.
And
I haven't seen the movie. I haven't seen a live, eh?
I remember seeing it, being like, whoa, they were cutting. The first part they ate in the movie was someone's backside.
Yeah.
The bum.
And you'd assume that.
They used a broken Coca-Cola bottle to cut it out, and they just cut it, and it would look grim. They were just cutting out frozen. But imagine eating it was like eating a frozen fucking pork roast, like through the big thick skin. You're like, ooh, yuck. Shit. But it'd be worth doing a deep dive on that for the radio show at some point. But yeah, that was a bloody interesting bit. Stephen Bartlett book's a magic one, especially if you which I would like to think we are, but maybe not quite in the spot to be achieving it properly. But if you're constantly looking for the 1% to be better within your place of work or sport or whatever you're doing in life, if you're wired that way, like he's that guy. Yeah. He's really good. Essentially, he's interviewed a couple of hundreds of the world's best CEOs, and he's taken all the learnings from it and he's put it into I think the 20 lessons that he's learned with no fluff, just as minimal words as possible.
I'd love to see, and we probably have access because one of his team members used to work here, is the actual set up the beast and the machine and behind what it is.
He's so honest, bro. Like when you listen to it, you'll be like, oh my gosh, because he talks about all the various things that he does to make his podcast successful. He doesn't keep it cards close to his chest. He's like, here's what I do and here's why I do it. There's some stuff he doesn't, but I was pretty eye-opening. I was like, oh, good on him, man, because he probably almost knows that not everyone's going to go and do it.
Was it you that was talking about the music and everything that he plays? And
yeah, so when you turn up to, this is the lengths that they go to. When you turn up to a Stephen Bartlett Diver CEO interview, they will have researched the music that you liked growing up in the hope, and they believe that the interviewee will be more comfortable when they go to sit down. And they're taking photos the entire time, and they present them with a book at the end of their time on the show or whatever, and it'll be like the bits where they were laughing and crying, and they pump extra oxygen into the room because there's a thing that happens when the carbon dioxide levels get too high, which quite often happens in long-form discussions. It's like you have the cognitive function of someone that's had like 6 beers.
Yeah.
And so your brain's working really slow and you're not giving very good answers, which I've heard before, and there's a podcast here in New Zealand that's a shocker for it. And I'm like, fuck, it is 100% it. It's not my place to tell them, but he reckons once they did that, the downloads went up, the interviews got better, and they felt fresher. They could talk for 2 hours, no dramas.
Yeah, we could do with a bit of oxygen. Maybe just hook myself up to one of those little piney from Sons of Anarchy setters, just a little nose tubes.
A mini dive tank, walking around just the whole time.
Danger zone mask.
Always love it fresh, eh? It's good to offset the darts, and that's what I love about it.
Or we could just do this outside and fucking just drink piss on a rooftop.
I would also like that option.
Real heroes of real estate.
Got 2 real heroes of real estate here for you. The first one is elite level stuff. This is Luke Dearborn Realty, and I don't know if we'll ever top this one, but so tip of the hat to you, mate. This is fucking as good as it gets.
Known Naples realtor was held at gunpoint today while showing a home.
And I put my open house sign up because that's what realtors are trained to do. And all of a sudden, this very muscular, taut man jumped out from behind the car and scared the bejesus out of me.
I was astonished to look outside my window and see a man at gunpoint.
Authorities are still unsure why the man was attempting to rob Mr. Dearborn.
Well, it's a beautiful house. It's got a pool. It's nice and big, kind of like Patrick Dearborn.
After talking to the aggressor, Mr. Dearborn was able to calm the man down.
It was very, 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 very traumatizing and scary. But you know what? My first job as a realtor, all people are potential clients.
And with some smooth talking, Mr. Dearborn was able to close a deal with the armed man.
Once I told him about the price and the features this home had, I think I caught his attention.
He's that good.
I'm ready to sell.
If you're ready to sell, call Dearborn today.
Well done.
Jeez, well done, Paddy Dearborn.
Well done, lads. Still a great segment. We're going to go to our final war story for the day.
Snipers, reload. Another war story incoming. Eyes on target, scopes dialed in. Let's see who hits the mark.
This one is from What's the Story Morning Rory. When I was 20, I'm now 37, I worked as a seasonal ski op in the Alps over winter. It was a gig of a lifetime. Everything was included alongside a small wage that we used for booze. I was paired up with a kitchen porter to share a room. The guy was a bloody good laugh, but he didn't wash himself or his clothes. Fuck. People started to comment on the pungent aroma of our wallow that we'd slept in. I kept myself clean, but I wouldn't class myself and my clothes as meticulously tidy, so I just left him to rot. We had a no man's land in the middle between the beds. I did, however, forget to put on my then glowing resume that if I got stressed, I would occasionally sleepwalk. So to this date, my recollections are from a third-party source, as I probably remember more of my own conception, so fuck all. One day I went to the hotel we worked at to a hero's welcome. I thought, well, that's a bit odd. I don't do many heroic things. Throughout the day, more colleagues shook my hand and said thank you. I thought, what the fuck have I done? That's when I saw my roommate, furious, spitting with anger, trying to recall something that wasn't there. I panicked and got him to recall the events, which led to this. I'd got out of bed in the night, lowered my undies and sat nearly face level next to him in bed. I must have had a lot to drink because I unloaded a mighty stream of piss all over his filthy, stinking floor-drobe. He was awoken by what can only be described as splashback hitting his face as he slept. He hit the fucking roof, but I was asleep. I pulled my undies up, tucked back under my duvet and slept the rest of the night. This was the first time in around 4 weeks that the bloke washed himself or his clothes, happily providing a public service. You're welcome.
Oh my gosh. You know what? I would say well played, but you didn't know you were doing it, but that's a hell of a way to get into. And in those like wintry towns when everything's just a bit wet from coming off the mountain, like, and fucking humid, and you know, they're trying to dry stuff, but it just starts to stink. A month would have just harmed.
In the because you got so many layers on and you just fucking load up with the same thermals day in, day out, and they're the first thing that soak up a bit of sweat, and so they can, and then you dry them by putting them in a drying room, which just smells like a fucking musty attic, like it's crook. The key, however, I've learnt this from friends of mine in the biz, is to get a shitty bottle of vodka and just hang it up on hangers and just spray it with a spray bottle, and the vodka just fucking kills everything and you can wear your clothes. Yeah, that'll go a long way apparently. But in that instance, you're probably more likely to drink it. So, well, you know, horses for courses.
Never smelt a stinky Russian, maybe that's why. That'll do. Hey, whatever you're up to for the weekend, have an amazing weekend. Up the mighty One Warriors. Good luck for your team.
Yes, go the Chiefs.
And we'll report back Monday with all the shenanigans. Hope you've enjoyed the podcast.
I made a free win. Fuck him, I may not be here.
We'll see
my
how we
first of
go.
many sports benders for the end of season.
Jay's back, everyone.
Yes.
And as always, we appreciate you for supporting the podcast. If you listen to hundreds or this is your first one, thank you very much. And also one more thank you before we go as well. Go well, go long, and up the wall.
Pull up your socks, Grab your cocks. Time for Not For Radio, boys.
Not For Radio.
That little bit of chaos is brought to you by Classic Builders, the national company, local teams and options for whatever stage you're at. First home, growing family, or right sizing if a new build is even on your maybe one day list, then flick an eye over Classic Builders.
You've been listening to Jay and Dunc's Not For Radio podcast. Thanks for listening. I hope to see you soon.